Hello, I'm Will Bushy, the founder of Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls is a 6-week electronics challenge where we invite kids to come out, learn about technology, electronics, microcontrollers, while building a particular project. We've hosted a number of these events in the past, and the kids have really had a great time. So let me go through some of the components that we use as part of the kit. Right here in the middle, I've got an Arduino Uno. This is a microcontroller, plugs right directly into the computer. Over here, I've got an Arduino Nano. This is the same thing, it's just much smaller, and I currently have it plugged into a breadboard. The breadboard allows us to plug wires and connect things together very easily. As you can see where I've got this Nano already plugged in, I've got some wires here connecting up to a couple of resistors, and then across the top, I've got a series of LEDs that we can turn on. In addition to the electronics, we've got a little battery here. It's a USB rechargeable. It's used so that we can plug the circuits in without needing to be connected to a computer. And then up on the top here, I've got a little Christmas tree project. This was the solder kit that we did on our last Sioux Falls. You can see all the different components that needed to be soldered in. I think there were around 65 on this one. And the kids really had a great time putting that together. They actually come in a little kit like this with all the components in a little bag, and we put them together. So anyway, this is an example of some of the components that we include with each of the Sioux Falls. Each one of them has some slightly different components since the challenges are going to be a little bit different, but everything the kids need will be included. So there's no prior experience needed in order to join Sioux Falls. In fact, none of the kids that have ever taken any of our events have really had any significant background in electronics, but they've all had a great time. So even if they're just interested in technology, I would still encourage you to sign them up. Each event lasts about 6 weeks long, and we're going to host about 2 or 3 of these each year, and we'd love to have kids continue to join us from one to the next. As we bring on new kids, we're going to have more challenging things for those that have done it in the past to go ahead and expand out on their project. But really what we're trying to do is bring in more of that critical thinking skills and get kids to think about a particular problem and maybe creative ways to solve them. Over the past, we've done a number of these events, and we've come up with some really cool things that the kids have built. I've got some videos listed below that show some of those projects as well. Go ahead and take a look at them. Sioux Falls is open to kids from age 9 to about 18. We'd love to have older kids join us as well. And a lot of times we've had the parents come and get pretty active and involved as well. So parents are always welcome. And if you're just an adult that wants to learn a little bit more about technology and volunteer at one of these events, you can go ahead and shoot me a message, and we'd love to have you join us as well. One of the events that we always host is a soldering workshop where we teach kids how to solder using some kits. This is an example of one of the kits that we did at the last Sioux Falls. Now, the kids have really enjoyed the soldering project. It's actually been the highlight of the event the last couple that we've hosted. The event lasts 6 weeks long, and we'll meet mostly on Saturdays. At the beginning, we'll meet as a large group, and we'll go ahead and go over some of the basics around electronics and circuitry. And then we'll split the kids into smaller groups so they can get a little bit more one-on-one with the instructors. After the projects are done, we'll have the kids shoot a little promo video talking about what they built and what they learned as part of it. The kids have always had a great time shooting those videos, and then we'll go ahead and upload those if they want to share them with their friends and family. So if your kids are interested in technology and want to learn more about hardware or software or electronics, head over to hacksouxfalls.com and get signed up today. We'll be hosting a number of these events throughout the year, so if you miss one, no big deal, we'll be able to catch you on another one. If you happen to have any questions, feel free to leave me a message in the form below, and I'll be happy to get back to you. With that, I appreciate your time, and we'll see you at an upcoming Sioux Falls.